Fucking A, I love that one. I'm so glad that one won. Yeah. Greetings, degenerates. Welcome to the cathedral. I'm St. Michael, and tonight is Sunday, so you are here at your favorite Sunday show with a midnight mass. And honestly, we almost fucking had a tie for what song was going to be played. And honestly, I was going to pick that one anyway, so I'm glad it won. But welcome in. Before we have any housekeeping we have to do, let's say hello to the congregation. Yeah, how's it going, guys? How's everyone doing? How's everyone staying warm, staying happy, staying healthy, staying all that fun stuff? Who do we have in chat? Well, I saw our tailgaters, spelt as the animal gator, because I'm Florida. We got Slim Johnson. We have Steve Dave, so hit the like button or he will yell at you through me. We have Nyala, we have Canada, we have K-Shul, Donka, we have all the typical reprobates here in the chat. How's it going, guys? How's your weekend been going? I mean, your weekend's basically over, so thanks for ending it with me. I don't know if that's a positive or a negative. I guess it just depends on if you think this is ending on a high note or ending on a low note. I don't care either way. I'm glad you're here. But let's get our first little bit of stuff out of the way. What is what is this week's particular brew?
Feel like a monster.
That's right. Today we have Ultra Strawberry Dreams, which is so fucking good. Oh, it's like a strawberry dreamsicle. Oh, that's so good. Frying pan? What are you making? And Slim, did you make enough for the rest of the class? But as we were talking in the chat earlier, yes, I'm actually wearing my hoodie right now. It is not fun out. That one is, oh yeah, this one is really good. I love the Ultra ones. I don't know if it's just in 7-Elevens or if it's in just like wherever, but there's one called Apple something, Apple Temptation or something. You're my dream. I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment, Nyala. Either way, thank you. But I want to try that new Apple one. I haven't been able to find it, but this one's really good. But we were talking in the chat, yes, I have my hoodie, I have my socks, I have my 3 fucking blankets, because for some fucking reason, Mother Nature decided to take a fucking sabbatical, this Florida area, and just dump snow. I am not kidding. There is up the road from me, and I am in the middle of this fucking state. Snow. What the fuck? Dollar Tree has them? Oh, okay, cool. Maybe I'll stop by one. I think there's a Dollar Tree up the road from me. But there is fucking snow. And you know what? I blame Elon Musk. Him being with Trump made everyone want to buy Teslas, and that stopped global warming. And I am very much pro global warming. I am a reptile. You got snow. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're in Houston. You guys get just as insane weather as we do over here. I mean, we're on the Gulf Coast, and it's the Gulf of America coast now. 3 inches of snow, I bet. No, actually, I'll be honest. It wasn't a lot, but it's just so weird seeing snow in Florida. It's just not right. And Donka, that's the first time anyone said 3 inches was a lot. Oh my god. Okay. It should have been called the Gulf of Texas. Hey, well, Texas isn't the only state there. There's also Louisiana, also Alabama. Also, Mississippi. It's like Texas. Oh, like, oh, Texas has the majority. Like, oh, fuck off. It's the Gulf of America because that's where the majority of people care about. Isn't it funny, though? Isn't it funny that as soon as Trump got back, he got the Gulf of America? There's not been a hurricane this year. I just find it funny. There's never been a hurricane in the Gulf of America. We're going to build a wall, okay? It's going to be a beautiful wall, big wall. It's going to be so gorgeous, okay? And there's not going to be any hurricanes. No hurricanes are crossing that wall, okay? 3 inches won't work for... Oh, fuck you. God damn it, Kevin. Jesus Christ. Let's see. How do I ban someone from my channel? Okay. No. Thank fuck. I know. I'm... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not... Man, hurricanes are just not fun. It's always a big question, like, what's worse, hurricanes or tornadoes? Hurricanes take longer, but they're bigger, whereas tornadoes are just way more, destructive because they're faster, but they're like, and they're gone. So it's like, what's worse? I don't know. Either way, I'd almost take a fucking hurricane over the snow. Honestly, I really would, because I live in an area where hurricanes typically don't fuck around because there's, lots of barriers. Bigger, longer, and uncut. Yeah, that's how you end up with a fractured butthole. Oh, it's nice to see the Nightbot is working. No undocumented atmospheric disturbance. Oh, that's good. That's good. Let's see. Oh, yep, there we go. So for those who are not in the Discord that wish to be, here you go. You can have the command, and there's also one for !slap. And speaking of which, Shuru is not here, but I do have a couple new donos that I made. One is, let me check. I made this one for Shuru Gospel because the last stream I had, he was just basically throwing random sea creatures at me. So I figured I need a fish slap donation. And it took me so long to find one that wasn't just polydubs and one I liked. So I found one, and it's at a reasonable $3.74. I also have one. This one's actually a fave of mine because I was a massive fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid. And my favorite card, well, one of my favorite cards is Slifer the Sky Dragon. So I got one Summoning Slifer, and I think that's $7.73. And Steve Dave and Nyala, you have seen the one I made. And Steve Dave, I blame you for this because, as many of you know, I was on his show last night, the Silenced Banter, over on twitch.tv/YouTellHimSteveDave, and he played a clip of Asmongold of Moist Critical doing a kind of bant. When I say a rant about Jews, it's totally a parody of like Alex Jones, Nick Fuentes thing. And I looked at that and I'm like, that is a fucking donation. But the thing is, I didn't want to just play the clip of Moist Critical so what I did was I went into Paint, made some fat stick figures, and made a donation for it. Now, the version I sent to you and Nyala, Steve Dave, I did an edit, so it's the same audio and the same clip idea, but I changed the stick figures, right? So it's basically the same thing, but it's different. That one is at $56.67. Now that's a pretty decent chunk of change. I don't expect that to be hit anytime soon, but it's set up at $56.67 because on a phone that is JOOS. And it's called It's Da Juice, as in juice. I also have one more. This one's kind of for Nyala. I kind of want her to see this one. It's 3466. It's called It's a Dinosaur. And I'm not saying what it is, but it involves an alligator and Jurassic Park music. It's not fancy, but I just, that is the new donations I have. So I have a bunch of small ones, mostly small ones, and I have a couple new ones, and I would like to see that Juice one and the dinosaur one hit, but those are a little more for this for me. So, but still, anyway, all the shit is in the description. I should have all of the alert options up to date in the description. If not, I just told you what the new ones are, and there we go. And more house cleaning, actually. If you guys wouldn't mind, my latest video, which I told you.
It's too fucking cold. Smash the like button or I'll make a tauntaun out of you, fuckers.
Oh, that one didn't. Why did that not play correctly? You didn't get to see Mario get slapped. Does that not set at the right time? Because, first of all, see you, Dave. Thank you. Seriously. He says, it's too fucking cold. Smash the like button or I'll make a tauntaun out of you fuckers. Yes. And he slapped me with a salmon for 374. Let me make sure that is set up at the right, because sometimes the alerts just are not right. So let me just make sure, because I'll just replay it so you guys can see it anyway. Fish slap. 3 seconds.
This is a test donation for 19.
Okay, so that was streamlined. Okay, so I'll just replay it. That's cool. There we go.
It's too fucking cold. Smash the like button or I'll make a tauntaun out of you, fuckers.
Oh, well, that still counted towards my stream boss loss. Anyway. There you go. Thanks for the donation, see, Dave. And at least now you get to see if Mario gets slapped with a fish. Anyway, if you guys could share out my new video so that it doesn't get lost in the subscription feed of people. It was blocked by Disney because, look, it wasn't even just the parts that I wasn't talking in that they claimed. It was the very small parts of, like, in between me talking about Jimmy Fallon crying that first of all, I didn't even know Disney owned Jimmy Fallon, but okay, it's interesting. But the video was blocked, and I appealed it. Disney's looking over it. They have their bullshit. It's fucking appeal. But as of now, it is actually public, and if I can get some, Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, if I can get some views on that before, just in case Disney is just like, nope, we're gonna take your video down. At least I didn't work on that for nothing, because that's a 42-minute video that was hours of fucking editing, and it was a new program, so I would appreciate that, guys. Seriously. Who is fucking DMing me at this fucking hour? Okay, yes, I know, Sinatra's live for fat girls. I don't care. Oh, Donk, I just saw. Oh my god! No, 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 no snow. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Jimmy Fallon is a whiny brat. Oh, fuck yeah, he is. He's a fucking pussy. He's a lot of things I can't say right now, but he's a pussy. And he was crying and whining over fucking ICE agents. Oh, they murdered people. Okay, first of all, Good and Pretty, fucked around and found out. Okay, it's just what it is. I don't have that any more sympathy than that. I don't. They weren't They weren't poor, innocent people. They're just framing it as like, oh, she was just a poor mother going home, and he was just he was a trauma nurse or whatever for veterans, and he had a concealed carry. Now they give a shit about fucking veterans and concealed carry or gun rights at all for legal gun owners. Go fuck yourself. Oh, it's so stupid. Yeah, so if you guys would share that video out, watch it, you know, because I have no idea how long it's going to be able to be public because Disney are assholes. Okay, did I mean Jimmy Kimmel? Okay, yeah. Was it Jimmy Kimmel? I swear to God, I thought it was... Oh, it was Kimmel. Okay, you know what, honestly, seriously, those two motherfuckers, I don't know the difference. You know, it's like that scene in, at the one few times I remember a scene from Rick and Morty, where Rick is like, I don't know about you guys. I don't judge by height or age. I judge by amount of pain in my ass, and you guys are twins, or, you know, something like that. And I'm just like, yeah, Jimmy Fallon, all those guys, they just blend the same. It's like, I don't remember which one had women on the trampolines and which one did blackface. It might have been both of them. It might have been neither. I don't know. I don't care. They're both scumfucks. Also, welcome in, Daryl. Speaking of Daryl and Steve Dave, who donated the new fish slap donation, I put this to my Discord, which if you're not in, please feel free to join. I saw that Slabs has a podium at the end of the month, and I was like, I really want to say thanks to the people who willingly gave to the collection box, because I don't expect that. I mean, I'm just glad you guys are here and enjoying and watching and in the chat, you know, chatting and talking to each other as if I was like Sinatra or Drunkle. But I was like, okay, should I do it? I didn't want it to come across as kind of scummy or cringy or anything, but I really did want to say thank you. So I took out the amounts because it totals the amounts, and it just has the placement. So I posted that in my server. For some reason, Steve Dave, it had you as two different people. I don't know why. They're not even spelt differently. They're both, you tell them Steve Dave, but for some reason you're two. Either way, I'd like to thank Alamo, MediaCore, Steve Dave. You got silver medal, and this month for my first month streaming in January, the gold medal goes to Daryl. I don't have a soundboard with claps, so I will actually give you a legitimate clap. There we go. There you go. So seriously, thank you all. Thank you, Daryl. And if you wish to be a gold medal placer for this month, the month of January or February, and this is a shorter month, so you have less time to get in that placement. Streamlabs link down below. So it's, I think already Steve Dave is so far the gold medalist. So so if you wish to knock me off, and guess what, I am under $40 for. I'm down to the last $40 on my health, so I mean, you can see that new juice donation that I made in paint, and take on the new crown as the first true stream boss of my channel, because I don't count me as stream boss. I'm not stream boss of my own channel, so. But if you wish to just sit back, relax, and listen to me bullshit and rant, by all means, free to do so. So I think that's all of the housework out of the way. Let's see, the video, new donations, podium placement for my very generous fans. I did my monster. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's get to the first, our typical, I guess, segment, I guess is what it's called.
You think you know me?
On this day,
That's right. On this day, February 1st, what happened on this day so many, many, many years ago? Well, first thing we have is that in 1587, Queen Elizabeth I of England signs the death warrant for her cousin Bloody Mary, aka Mary, Queen of Scots. In 1843, the oldest continuous writer of insurance in America opens, the Mutual Life Insurance Company of New York. No shit. Mutual Life, wow. So that's where we can see all of our fucking bullshit start. 1884, the first volume of the Oxford English Dictionary, A to Ant, was published. Oh my god, wow. It's that old. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Today in history, yes. No, okay. That's nothing. How Portugal lost the monarchy. In 1908, King Carlos I of Portugal and his heir, Prince Louis Philippe, I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced, are assassinated by Republican sympathizers in Terreiro do Paco, Lisbon. And Jesus Christ, I gotta figure out how to say this shit. In 1968, Saigon police chief Foreign lone executes Viet Cong officer, the same name, Van Lem, I guess, I don't know, with a pistol shot to the head. The execution is captured by photographer Eddie Adams and becomes an anti-war icon. In 1979, Ayatollah Khomeini returns to Iran after his 15 years of exile. 1979, Ayatollah Khomeini. I wonder what was going on at that time. I wonder, can anyone... G is silent? Well, he's not streaming. Oh. Can anyone tell me who was president in 1979? God, it's really bugging me. I know who it is. I can't remember. Who was president of the United States in 1979, right before Ronald Reagan? Man, I can't remember. Oh, this is a major one. 2003. Boo yourself. Fuck you. In 2003, the space shuttle Columbia disintegrates. Wow, that's a pretty rough word to say. Disintegrates. During re-entry into Earth's atmosphere, killing all 7 astronauts, and that is where the term NASA, the NASA, became need another 7 astronauts. Oh yes, of course, Jimmy Carter, that's who created the mess in Iran, and now they're trying to blame Trump, and whatever. In 2021, there was a military coup in Myanmar, otherwise known as Siam. Civilian leaders, including Aung San Suu Kyi, God, I hope I got half that right, are detained, and 1-year state of emergency is declared, and it's still in so they had 1 year, so we had 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and they have 1 year state of emergency that's lasting for 4 years, well, almost 5 years. Holy shit. Wow, that's insane. So that was today's news. Well, on this day, today's news. Do you feel more informed? Because I don't. But let's get to other news. Unfortunately, this week we have another death to announce. I'm sure most of you know this comes from People. Let me just... There we go. Catherine O'Hara, Schitt's Creek star and comedy legend, dies at 71. F in the chat. Seriously, most of you probably know her as Kevin's mom from Home Alone series. I've seen some disgusting people online who can't get Trump derangement syndrome out of their ass to say, oh, the wrong Home Alone 2 star died. Go fuck yourself. That's just disgusting. And I know her and Macaulay Culkin were very close because Macaulay Culkin was not very close to his own parents. In fact, he divorced his own father. In fact, he might have divorced both his parents, but I know he had issues with his father. He was very close to her, and he gave a very moving little tweet saying, I wish we had more time. I would have loved to talk to you one more time. It was nice. And Macaulay Culkin, yeah, like I said, very close to her. Me personally, I know her probably the most. Now, I obviously have seen Home Alone. I know her as Sally from A Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. That's a tough one, but F's in the chat. Let's see, where do we go now? Oh, right.
Should be like our front porch.
This is interesting. This is a Democratic Texas Representative, James Tallarico. And he says, and this is a quote, our southern border should be like our front porch. There should be a giant welcome mat out front. Now, let me first say one thing. No. Oh, you didn't know she was Sally from... Yeah, she played the voice of Sally. I can't recall if she sang the song Sally's Lament, but I know she was the voice actress for Sally. So, either way, seriously, yeah, she was Sally in A Nightmare Before Christmas. She is who you know, many of you know, is the Pumpkin Queen, and that is actually canon. But, she did sing? Okay. I wasn't sure, because a lot of times they have, like, when they have a voice actor or the voice actress, they have, like, a secondary person who do the songs. You know, I think it's very rare that the voice actress who does the speaking roles is the singer. I think Jeremy Irons did parts of Scar's song, or he was going to. Again, I can't remember the full history. But anyway, going back to this fucktard. Our southern border should not be a welcome mat. Okay? And if you wish to go with that house front porch analogy, you still need invited in the home. Just because a home has a welcome mat doesn't mean you get to just barge in. You still need an invitation. If that's the case, then stop giving our neighbors the keys to our front door. Oh no, he sang it all? I thought I heard someone had to replace it or whatever, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I misread. Flash warning, just... Oh, welcome in. I do not recognize the handle if you are from Gulf City. I don't know your Gulf City name or the community name, but still, welcome in. This is Midnight Mass, and we have to listen to these fucking people that apparently we elect. Oh, Lord.
Southern border should be like our front porch. There should be a giant welcome mat out front. Southern border should be like our front porch.
Oh, okay, so that was it? No. And again, if you wish to go with the welcome mat analogy, again, you do not get to just walk into someone's house. And I was on, as I said, I was on Steve Dave's show last night, and he played a clip of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger is the guy who said, fuck your freedom during COVID. So, you know, whatever. But he was basically saying, you don't you don't just get to walk into someone's house, and you certainly don't get to walk into someone's house and, you know, not abide by the rules. If you're going into someone's place and they invite you for a party or for whatever, you don't just get to, you know, walk in with shoes full of mud, or just shoes. If they're a household that says, hey, well, we don't have shoes on in the house, would you please take them off? Oh, but that's imposing on my rights. Okay, you also have the right to not come into my house and go somewhere else. Okay, it's you have the right to be everywhere else except for where you don't want to be because you don't wish to be in this. If these Mexicans or Somalis or Syrians or Germans or Japanese or whatever, if they don't want to abide by the American culture, guess what? There's literally all of the rest of the world that they can go to that's not America. There. You don't want to be in America? You don't want to be American and abide by our rules? Then fine. You can go everywhere else. You can stay where you're from. Why are you so hell-bent on coming to a place that you don't like? Like, why? If you wish to leave Somalia or leave Afghanistan or leave Iran, but then you come to America and turn your little areas into mini Somalia or mini Iraq or mini Iran, you're not leaving that area. The Democrat voting base. Oh, yeah. Oh, of course. And look, again, I don't have any problems with you bringing compatible things of your culture into America. Like, if you wish to have, you know, falafel and hummus, and I know using the food argument's very lazy, but it's the, you know, low-hanging fruit here. Fine. Keep the Islam shit away. Keep the goat fucking away. Keep the child brides away. Keep the wife beating away. Keep the burqas and the stabbing in the necks away. That's it. That's really all we care about. Just respect our laws. You're being culturally insensitive by letting them take anything and everything. Yeah. Because if they get to, if their rights are more important than the citizens' rights, well then, you care about foreigners more than the people. Then why are you wanting more people in your country if you're not going to respect them? They become citizens, and you're not going to respect them. You're going to respect more people. Like, it's just, it's insane. So no, this is not a buffet. You don't get to have it all. Okay, this isn't like Freddie Mercury. I want it all and I want it now. No, you get what you fucking deserve. Oh God, these people. And we all know why. And Kevin said it exactly. This is the Democrat voting base because they know that if they can flood this country with dumb, low wage, and I'm not saying every Hispanic or every person is dumb. Now, I will say, yes, many Somalis are stupid, and that's not because they're a different pigmentation. No, it's because most of them are fucking inbred as fuck. And that's Islam's fault, mostly. No, but they want low wage slaves. That's all they want. They have been throwing the biggest fucking temper tantrum since 1865, when we took away their free workers. That's it. Yeah, that's it. They want low income, low IQ voters because that's who's going to vote for them, because then they vote for their Marxist, quote, utopia. And I said it probably last week or the week before. Why is it that when we need to flood them in to the country, they're doctors and lawyers and, you know, tech people, but when we want to kick them out, they're just poor crop farmers. How are we gonna pick our oranges? I don't know, dude. Go in your own fucking lawn and grow them. It's not that hard to grow vegetables. Or fruit. I mean, for crying out loud, San Francisco is growing fruit every day. Just a different kind of fruit. It's just a cycle. Well, let's see. What do we have here? Oh, right. Former White House lawyer says Speaking of flooding our country with low wage and low skilled workers, former White House lawyer says female and minority pilots caused 66% of pilot error crashes since 2000, despite being less than 10% of the workforce. And I'm sure all of you had the same question or the same leap in logic that I did, is we needed a study for this? Like, duh and or hello? But this isn't just recent. This is going back 25 years. This is going back to the start of the new millennium. Women should not drive? Well, congratulations, you figured it out, because they can't. Really, really helping that stereotype. According to an op-ed, well, it's opinion, so whatever, but from a former White House lawyer, Daniel Huff, DEI, DIE actually, in the airline industry is still putting thousands of people in danger. Yes, because you're hiring based off of pigmentation and genitalia, not on merit. And here's the thing. If you hired based on merit, well, that's just mean there's gonna be more white men than anyone else. I don't give a flying fuck. Do you think I care? I mean, I do nowadays because you fuckers made me care. So now I see when a fucking Somali or a woman in a pilot, I'm like, I'll take the next flight. You've made people more fucking racist with this shit. But I don't care. I just want, I don't want to fly, but if I did, I just want my pilot to lift the plane up, fly it gently over the country, land, and then tell me I can leave and go to my destination. That's all I want, and that's what most people want, because good lord, dealing with the fucking airlines is bad enough. And that's when you live through the flight. His analysis of every plane crash caused by a pilot error since the year 2000 revealed some insane data. The analysis from every commercial flight since the year 2000, women and minorities represent less than 10% of the pilots, yet cause 4 out of 6 crashes. So we now have 13%, but 50%. I mean, we also have 10% cause 66%. So congratulations, women and minorities that were pushed into a job they didn't deserve. You cause more, you are the majority of plane accidents. The party calling everyone racist is racist. Oh yeah, this is just bigotry of low expectations, because most normal people don't give a fuck about race. They don't. Race is, at the very least, a evolutionary trait that humans develop to survive various biomes on Earth. That's really it. Your pigmentation does not correlate with your intelligence. Now, there, as I said, a lot of problems with inbreeding, but there's been problems with that all over history. Look at most monarchies. Now, you could say it wasn't as prevalent, but obviously, because the monarchies were just trying to keep the bloodline pure, whereas in Somalia, it's just any hole's a goal. Checking your Hinge or Snapchat. Well, yeah. Don't text and drive. Don't social media and fly. Delta CLO Peter Carter declared in January of 2025, so last month, that the airline is steadfast in the DEI commitments. So great. If you have to fly, don't fly Delta. That's what this is saying, guys. Delta CLO Peter Carter declares that they are more committed and steadfast in DEI commitments, calling it critical to our business. So if you do have to fly, don't fly Delta. I repeat, do not fly Delta. You probably won't make it to your destination. Although, you will make it to your final destination. if you wish to look at it that way. President Trump ordered the DOT to end the practices, and this is just the perfect meme. Not a great plan. Just a few examples cited are Atlas Air Flight 3591. According to the NTSB, this crash was caused by Conrad Oska, a black pilot who had a reputation for getting extremely flustered and could not respond appropriately. Yes, because this is what I need behind the wheel of tons of steel gas hurtling through the air. Someone who gets flustered and cannot respond accordingly. Yeah. Do you feel safe when you have a pilot going, I don't know what to do. Where am I? No. In 2025, the Potomac River midair collision. Oh, I remember that. The midair collision. That was fun. Perhaps airlines should consider this new service proposed by our friends at the Babylon Bee. Airlines offering a $100 upgrade where you guaranteed an old white male pilot named The last Final Destination was... I know they're stupid, and I've actually, for those who know the channel, Mauler, right? He did, I think this was not last year. I think last year he did something else. But the year prior, he went through on his channel every Final Destination movie. And they are so stupid. They are so dumb, but I fucking love them. I liked the last one. And I love the send-off they gave to Tony Todd. You know, who he played the coroner. I thought that was great. I really, really wish they would have went with, like, the fan theory that he was the Grim Reaper. Turn your brain off. Oh, yeah, dude, I know tons of movies like that. Tons of, like, sci-fi man-eater movies that are so stupid, you just turn your brain off and watch people die. But I really wish they would have went with the fan theory that Tony Todd's character was actually Death. But, you know, still, it was a nice send-off to the character. Speaking of airlines, I think this might have been debunked, but this was so fucking funny. ADSB shenanigans. Air Force One was spoofed as Vance One and drew the J.D. Vance meme picture over Mar-a-Lago in Florida this evening, taking roughly 2 hours to draw. The tracks are color-coded by altitude and was created by having Vance 1 fly at an altitude between 20,000 and 50,000 feet. This is funny as hell. And I'm just going to accept that this is real. I don't care what anyone says. This is true. This is fucking great. Oh my god. Let's go through that. There it is. There's Fat JD Vance, which is just great. I love that was his profile pic for a while. Yeah, there it is. There's that. I love how he's... Yeah, and honestly, dude, that's the best thing you can do, especially for a politician, especially for someone in a public figure, is just lean into it. I mean, either you lean into it or you ignore it. You know, you can't get all upset and be like dime store fucking Obama and get pissed off that he's been memed with sombreros over his head. Vance is just like, ha ha ha, it's funny. I mean, for crying out loud, that was his costume for Halloween. Remember that? Yeah, you want to make fun of me? I'll laugh with you. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you can fucking laugh at yourself, which the left just can't do. But speaking of idiotic fucking lefties, Tim Walz is in the news again, because of course he is. U.S. Holocaust Museum publicly shames Tim Walz for comparing immigration enforcement to Anne Frank. Yes, because calling ICE, the Gestapo, and illegal immigrants Jews during the Holocaust is totally new for the Democrats. It's never been done. It's not like they do the same thing for fucking Christmas, calling Jesus an immigrant and all that fucking bullshit. That's nowhere near true at all, because if you look at history, the Democrats actually were in full support of the Austrian painter. And there's a difference between your citizens, national citizens born in your country, which the Jews were of Germany and of Poland, the various places that Nazis conquered, and getting people who break in out. That's very different. Now, obviously, there's, Hitler wanted to kick the Jews out of Germany. That was one of his plans, but he knew that wouldn't work, so he was like, oh, well, no one wants them. I might as well just get rid of them. That was his whole shtick. But it's such a fucking fake argument. It's not even close. The knucklehead has struck again, and there's really only one. I actually can't believe I don't have a retard alert dono. Retard alert, class. Retard alert. And this time he struck the nerve of the wrong group when he compared immigration enforcement to the Nazi Germany. Yeah.
Many of us grew up reading that story of Anne Frank. Somebody's going to write that children's story about Minnesota.
What? What the fuck are you on, dude? That's some serious drugs. Juan, Carlos, and Pablo hiding in a fucking shack that they're, just living in rent-free, and Anne Frank and her family hiding from genocide-induced, state-enforced Marxism is not the fucking same. Especially since you're in the party that is for state authoritarian Marxism and very much on the idea of race-based bullshit. The U.S. Holocaust Museum was not amused. Obviously, Anne Frank was targeted and murdered solely because she was Jewish. Pretty much, she was an undesired person in the Nazi regime, which not just Jews were. You had gypsies, you had blacks who were also euthanized or whatever. And there's this myth or this bullshit that goes around every once in a while where it's like, Jackie Robinson said, Nazi Germany treated him better than the Americans. Well, yeah, let's say all intents and purposes that is true. There was a lot going on when it comes to race-based situations in America, and Hitler was a master propagandist. He had to make it look like, oh, look at me, I'm the good guy. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, so no, blacks were not treated well in Nazi Germany. Also, Christians were not treated well in Nazi Germany because, Hitler didn't like them. The massive government fraud has hid in the attic during the day. Is that what he's saying? Yeah, the only thing that he's hiding in the attic is all the votes that have been cast by Somali immigrants. You mean brainwashed liberals getting shot while trying to actively impede U.S. immigration enforcement operations is not the same as a Darwinian theory of racial superiority that led German fascists to gas the Jews? Who knew? Yes, and I've said this before in videos and I think on streams. Yeah, this is a Darwinian idea. This is a very small leap to when Darwin had his theory of evolution to there are people that are just racially superior. It wasn't that long a time from that jump, especially since Darwin's cousin hung out with Margaret Sanger. Margaret Sanger was very much in the race-based eugenics. She founded Planned Parenthood. In fact, that person coined the term eugenics, and that idea inspired Nazis' Final Solution from Hitler. I'm just saying, And, man, now would be a good time to see that new, It's the Juice donation. But, whatever. 7 million were killed by Hitler that were either Christian or Christian. Look, Hitler called the Pope his greatest enemy. And that Pope was called the Silent Pope, or the Pope of Silence, or something like that. He stayed silent, but he was still shepherding people out of Germany. You know, he was still getting Jews out of Germany. And Poland and various places. He just kind of had to stay silent to keep those routes open for people. At least that's what he felt was the best option. And here's a shocker. Marxist authoritarianism. Not a big fan of Christians and Jews, because those tend to be, you know, the first on the front lines. So, yeah. Tim Walz seems like a unique leader. Yeah. In that during a crisis, he does something so insane that he gets yelled at by the Holocaust Museum. Yeah. Wow. Tim Walz is just digging his own grave. There is no way he's got any more political aspirations, and he's not even running for governor again. He's fucked. He's completely fucked. Thank goodness these comments are turned off. I'm sure a substantial portion of Blue Sky would have reactivated their Twitter accounts just to argue otherwise. Ooh, wow. How embarrassing to have the Holocaust Museum call Tim Walz out for being a moron. Yeah. Well, comparing Anne Frank to, you know, immigrants is just fucking the laziest fucking thing. And it's so inaccurate. But I think this is... Oh, here we go. This is funny. Let's play this. It's like, okay, who did this?
Retards. I repeat, attention, retards. If you're a Minnesota Democrat snowflake, please move along. We're trying to get rid of all you retards from our small towns and cities. So if you watch CNN, you're definitely retarded, and you need to leave now. Please grab your belongings and join this group of retards leaving the city. We will deport you back to Retardistan, a beautiful place full of specially retarded people like you. Believe me. Attention.
Retardistan. Oh, that's fucking great. I don't know who did that, but... Okay, now I think we get into some other bullshit, because speaking of Nazi Germany and the Holocaust and all that and the don't know and whatever, Charlemagne the God says demagafication is coming, implies conservatives will be tried like Nazi war criminals. I think I see Tim. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he's in the crowd somewhere. Oh, I forgot. It's like a Where's Waldo, you know? It's a Where's Weirdo. Because after World War II, there was denazification because legitimately there needed to be. Like there should be for de-Sovietication. You know, it doesn't matter. It's equal. You know, it's the same. But to imply that there will be a demagafication as if MAGA and the Nazis are anywhere near the same is retarded. MAGA, they want more guns, less taxes, no abortion. Or at least less of them. The Nazis, they wanted no gun, higher taxes, because they're socialists, and eugenics. Which a lot of, again, retards will say, "What? Hitler closed the brothels and he stopped transgender bullshit of the Weimar Republic." Replacing trans shit with forced government sterilization and eugenics, or just outright euthanasia, that's the same thing. You can't bitch about Canada's MAID program and all the trans surgery going on now and say, well, that's bad, but if we get rid of dumb people from breeding by forcibly making the government stick them with a needle, that's okay. Oh, fuck yourself. For what? Voting for Trump because they had an issue? Yeah. Yeah. Demagification. Oh my god. And this is the jackass who I would imagine who doesn't even know who Charlemagne is. Honestly. Especially since he says Charlemagne the God. Charlemagne was a king. And he also was the descendant of the late great actor Christopher Lee, who had a metal band called Charlemagne, actually. So this is this jack-off who, I'll admit, it can be funny from time to time, but this is absolutely fucking stupid. Charlemagne the God with the message for the Trump regime. The Nazis ultimately lost. I'm sorry. Which side, again, wanted to lock people in their homes by force of government? Which side, again, wanted to forcibly inject people with a serum that who knows where it's from? Which side, again, wanted to tell doctors what to say about a virus that where it came from? Which side wanted to stop people online talking about the truth? I'm pretty sure that's the Democrats. Sure. Charlemagne is ignorant. Oh, he's beyond ignorant. He's fucking retarded. People think he's a great thinker. No, he's not. He's a comedian. And I'm not saying comedians can't be intelligent. It takes intelligence to be funny. At least, I try to tell myself that. He's no Thomas Sowell. No, of course not. The Nazis ultimately lost. Nazi ideology was outlawed through denazification. One day we will see the same with demagification in this country. You know what else happened? Leaders, whatever.
I'm going to tell y'all something, America. I don't know how dark or how bad things are going to get, but I keep hearing people referencing 1940s Germany. But I want y'all to remember something when you are bringing up that history. The Nazis ultimately lost.
I kind of would disagree with that. I know that's not a very popular opinion to think, oh no, obviously the Nazis lost. Did they? Because I don't think inviting their scientists into our country just so that we could fight the Soviets, who we just were all buddy-buddy with, to fight the Nazis, to beat them in the space, I don't see that as victory. I also don't see a lot of the shit like Operation Mockingbird and all this. I don't, Operation Paperclip. I don't see all that as a win. Now, obviously, Hitler lost. He died. His regime really did fracture, but the Nazis losing, I mean, I can't say that they were definitive. I can't say they were crushed. I'll say that. They weren't crushed. Because if they were crushed, we would have broke them.
Nazi ideology was outlawed through denazification. One day we will see the demagification of this country. It will come. And you know what else happened? Leaders of the Nazi regime were prosecuted and tried as war criminals.
Here's the thing, Charlemagne the retard. In order to be a war criminal, you have to be in a war. The Nazis started a war. What war has Trump started? This is one thing I'll disagree when it comes to like Sinatra or Tucker or all these people, because I look at Razorfist and it's like, how many times have we heard World War III, World War III? How many times have we said, oh, these strikes are going to cause a war with Syria, or these strikes are going to cause a war with Iran, or these strikes are going to cause a war with Venezuela, and blah, 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 blah. Let's just, get into our Twitter-based circle jerk and just tell each other how great we are. No, Trump is not in a war, okay? So these aren't war criminals. It's just such bullshit. And again, if you really want to bring up like, oh, it's because he's sending in the troops to clean up Minneapolis. He's sending in the troops because your fucking blue cities refuse to do their fucking job. And a lot went to Argentina. Yeah, a lot went to Argentina. Look, I'm not saying that the Nazis, secretly won or something. But I just don't feel as if they were as defeated as so many boomers and so many pre-boomer think. Like, oh, sure, they were fought. They should have been fought. They definitely won. They definitely shouldn't have won. Razor Fist already said he was wrong about... Yes, yeah, he did. He said he was caught up in the... I think it was the Syrian strike, or maybe it was Soleimani. And Razor was like, oh my God, you know... And he's admitted, like, oh man, I was caught up in that, and I was wrong. And that's it. Razor has done more journalism than Tucker fucking Carlson. And Razor is a dumbass online like me. I'm not saying Razor's stupid. He's smarter than me in a lot of aspects. But he's just another YouTuber, right? Tucker Carlson is somehow this journalist. And Candace Owens is another so-called journalist. And all these people are just... They're just feeding into the idea, oh, now we're in World War III. Now we're in World War III. Now we're in... Them saying now it's World War III is no different than the left saying, well, this time communism will work if we just get the right people. It's like, no, this time it's true. It's really World War III now. Fuck off. This is just... I was going to say chicken without a head, but this is just the boy who cried wolf. When the war happens, no one's going to fucking believe you. And that's the sad part about these people who's been cheering or fucking screaming about Nazis and racists and all this. They've been screaming Nazis for so long that they don't even know, first of all, that they were the real ones, that there's actual ones coming now. People are embracing Hitler as some great visionary, as some master Catholic, you know, Christian fighter of the West. And they ignore the fact that there's actual fucking Nazi groups, like legit neo-Nazis in Ukraine. But we should just give more money to Ukraine because they're the little guys, right? No. Fuck Ukraine. Fuck Russia. Fuck China. Fuck Palestine. I don't think we should be giving billions and billions of dollars to Israel because, you know, well, it's the Holy Land. No. Let them fucking figure it out. If God wants them to exist, trust me, he will make sure they exist. If not, he'll scatter them as he's done many, many times. My eggs and my gas and my this or that should not be fucking dependent on what country we should help. When we have potholes that are older than me. And I am very much not against... I'm not like a isolationist. I'm fine with helping our allies. But I think our allies need to help as well, and we also need to help ourselves. That's where I stand. I think that's fairly reasonable. Oh, this is more pop culture. This is a little more pop culture-y news, because Warner Brothers, as you know, is in a battle between... a custody battle between Paramount and Netflix, and I'm pretty sure Netflix is going to win. I'm pretty sure Netflix is going to end up getting it, and, well, that's not great, but Paramount getting it is not much better considering what they've done to Star Trek. If anyone has even watched Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, ugh, no. And I think it was Gary from Nerdrotic who said, isn't it funny that the last Star Trek was called STD and this one is SA, which is, you know, sexual assault. It's just funny. But Warner Brothers, specifically DC Comics president Jim Lee, says that Japanese manga and anime is incredibly powerful. I'm doing the Home Alone face. No. Really? Is that why manga has been kicking you guys' ass for fucking years? Because you're pumping out things like gay fucking Robin and gay Superboy and gay Harley Quinn and gay Poison Ivy? I often find myself wondering what is missing in Western comics. Masculinity. Here's the reality. The majority of comics and fantasy and sci-fi, and sure, there are women in this chat that love that stuff, like horror. You know, I know K-Shaw's a massive horror fan, and Nyala, you will watch Lord of the Rings before I have no interest in Lord of the Rings. It's not my shtick. But the majority, the lion's share of fantasy, sci-fi, horror, manga, comics, they're men. And why? Because Men want stories of heroicism. Men want stories of the knight saving the princess. Women want stories of being the princess and getting saved. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just how it is. Men want to be Superman. Women want to be Snow White. Hashtag not all, but that's the way it goes. It's just how it is. So what is missing from the Western comics, which is mostly about superheroes? It's not all, but there are others. You know, Spawn, Hellboy, Shadow, various others. I know mostly DC and Marvel, as most do. And that's where the majority of sales and readers are concentrate. In Japan, it's closer to literature, and anyone can read it. Yeah, because they don't just focus on one fucking thing. They don't just push an ideology. And then there's Steven Universe. Oh, Steven Universe was so stupid. First of all, and I know G will agree with me, I fucking hate the Kal-El art style. I fucking hate it. You know, and here's the thing. I loved The Amazing World of Gumball. I haven't seen the Revive season. But The Amazing World of Gumball did have the Cal art style for the main characters, but it was really just for the main characters. They had so many different styles for other characters. And it was way more, quote, diverse. And that show was actually funny. But, like, Steven Universe was just gay dog shit. It was. But this is the president of DC Comics saying, I think manga is very powerful. Well, no shit. Guys, this comes from, for those who don't know, It's a Gundam, another great channel. Go check him out. He's like, he's kind of in the same sphere as like Critical Drinker, Gary, Razor, but whatever. And he said, I guess gay Superman protesting climate change really didn't draw the kids in, huh? Yeah, do you want to see that? Okay, I think technically this is Superboy, not Superman, so this is Clark's son. But yeah. Superboy's gay, and he's fighting climate change. Let's just ignore the fact that Superboy and Superman, they need the sun, they need heat in order to have their powers. So a colder climate with clouds is not exactly the best idea. But this is not the heroicism I need. I don't want fucking protest Clark Kent or whatever. And is that supposed to be Aquaboy as well? With shaved blonde hair and black? There's no plan B? Ugh, I think your mom should have used plan B, and I'm not even for that. But yeah, manga, very powerful. Yeah, anime, very powerful. I wonder why. And where is it? Speaking of retards that are in charge of DC, you guys want to hear one of the dumbest fucking takes on a movie ever? This comes from James Gunn. I think this is from a few years ago, but this is from James Gunn. Now, for those who don't know, James Gunn is now the head of DC. He's basically in charge of DC. The best Cartoon Network show was Regular Show. Dude, fuck yeah. Regular Show was so good. I know a lot of people loved Adventure Time. Adventure Time was great. I never really got in Adventure Time as much. I watched it, but the Regular Show was fucking awesome. I love the 80s nostalgia thrown in of like old arcade games and shit. Yeah, I fucking love that show. Mordecai and Rigby were fucking great. But, boo. Oh, fine. I've made a bad joke, I guess. I don't know. But the head of DC had this to say about Tim Burton's Batman. Ed, and Eddie all the way. Oh, man. Okay, now you guys are making me think, because there's some really good old Cartoon Network. You had Grim Adventures, you had Ben 10. Ed, and Eddie was a good one. Regular Show was good. Okay, I think Regular Show was the last good one, right? That era. So you had Regular Show, you had Adventure Time, You had a few others, but I think that was the last of them. So Ed, Edd n Eddy was kind of a bit of a few years before. That was in the same era as like Codename Kid Next Door. Also another great one. But this is James Gunn's view of Tim Burton's Batman, quite possibly one of the greatest Batman movies, or if not superhero movies, ever. And I know a lot of people will say Superman or, Spider-Man too, but still. James Gunn. The Tim Burton Batman is poorly written. The soundtrack is the worst work of everyone involved. The soundtrack. You mean the soundtrack that had Prince in it? Are you kidding me? You're gonna bitch about the soundtrack that had Prince in it? Oh, fuck off. And it is absolutely one of the most boring films ever. Not only that, but the reveal of the Joker as the killer of Bruce Wayne's parents spits in the face of the Batman's origin. Okay, first of all, you want to talk about spitting in the face of a hero's origin? You made Jor-El and his wife conquering fuck machines who sent their son Clark, or Kal-El, which means Eye of God in Hebrew, because many people don't know that. They sent him to Earth to create a harem. So shut the fuck up about your, it spits in the face. Now, I can kind of agree that the Joker being the killer of Batman's parents kind of is weird when that means Joker is that much older than Batman, because Bruce was like 8 years old, and so that would mean Joker would have to be like, what, in his early 20s? So, and Bruce is like canonically late 20s, maybe early 30s. So it's weird. Like, that's not great. I think Joe Chill being the killer is better, but still, having the Joker as the killer, I think still works. It's still awesome. And it is a nullification of the bottomless thirst for vengeance that necessarily drives Batman. The bottomless thirst for vengeance? Batman isn't motivated by vengeance. I mean, okay, I am vengeance, I am the night, I am... No, he's motivated by justice. If he was motivated by vengeance, he would be Punisher, you moron. Punisher, Daredevil, Deadpool. These are people... Wolverine, they are motivated by vengeance because they will actually kill. Batman is motivated by a strong commitment to justice, because he's a, Catholic, actually. I think canonically, yeah, he is. So that's fucking stupid. It pretends not to be campy. What's wrong with it being campy? Who cares? And on top of everything, the dark creature of the night can't even move his fucking neck. Okay, yeah, everyone wants to fucking rip on the, Batman can't turn his head in the suit. Yeah, whatever. It was a little goofy, but that should be like your only gripe with the movie. Give me a fucking break. It's a ridiculous, awful film. Burton's Planet of the Apes is a genius by comparison. No, it's fucking not. Oh yeah, and Jack Nicholson as the Joker is Jack Nicholson in The Shining with shitty clown makeup. Fuck you, everyone involved with this travesty. That's kind of what makes his version of the Joker so good, because here's the thing about the Joker. The Joker can be a lot of things. That's why various people have played him over the years. He doesn't have an origin. He has multiple choice. He can be the gangster. He can be the anarchist. He can be the crazy man. He can be the psychopath. He could be whatever. Now, I would say, I can't say Jim Carrey would have been a better Joker, because he wasn't good as Edward Nygma. Like, if you want to have criticisms of a Batman villain of that era, that was a way better one, because that was just Jim Carrey playing Jim Carrey. Edward Nygma is not a crazed weirdo like, Bruce Almighty. Edward Nygma is cold, he's kind of calculating, he's a little nerdy, and he just wants to prove he's the best and the smartest. So, no, Jack Nicholson was the peak Joker. And it wasn't until Heath Ledger came out that people were like, oh shit, someone else can be Joker. Because no one was excited for Heath Ledger Joker. I know I wasn't. I was shitting. I will openly admit I was shitting on Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker before the movie came out. Because I was like, wait, he doesn't get dipped in acid at Ace Chemicals. He has a face cut which makes his smile. That's not Joker. That's stupid. Like, Jack Nicholson is Joker, and it will always be. And he proved everyone wrong by being one of the best versions. It was so good. Red Hood, however, is motivated by vengeance because, yes, exactly. Also, hey, Baba. Welcome in. You weren't here at the beginning. Today's monster is Strawberry Dream. Red Hood's a great character, too. I like Red Hood. You know, I mean, I kind of like Nightwing better, personally, but Red Hood's so good. Ledger was amazing. Dude, he was so good. And what's so amazing is that he was in so little of it by comparison because he wasn't the main character. So this is the guy that is running DC. I think Batman Returns is messy, but much more fun and a better fit. Okay, this is, you know, you could say Batman Returns is better than Batman 1989. I think that's okay to say because that's a fair debate. But all the rest of it is just garbage. Batman and Robin is better than the original Tim Burton. This is absolute crap. This is absolute heresy. Not an opinion, a fact. No, that's an opinion. And I'm not saying Batman and Robin doesn't. Batman and Robin is the worst fucking Batman movie. Okay? That put the Batman movies on ice, pun intended, for years. Batman and Robin came out in 1997. I remember because I seen it in theaters. Batman Begins didn't come out until 2005. If you want to cast Jim Carrey in DC, I'm waiting for him in the Flash movie with James Jesse, the Trickster. Oh, fuck, that's a good one. Yeah. I think Jim Carrey would be a good Joker. You know who would be a great Joker? And I've seen the face paint AI of him. And they are Willem Dafoe. Could you imagine him not only being Spider-Man's greatest villain in Green Goblin, but he could be Batman's greatest villain in the Joker? That would be awesome. I think Willem Dafoe would be great. I mean, even to this day, I think he would be a great, like, old man Joker. I don't know. And they had such a moment to make Michael Keaton as Old Man Bruce with Robert Pattinson as Terry McGinnis, Batman Beyond. Oh my god, that would have been so awesome. And I loved Batman Beyond. It was so good. Like that intro. Here, you know what, let's just look it up. Batman Beyond intro. Let's just, yeah. Pause this real quick because I might actually get sent for that. Oh shit, I didn't think of that because it didn't work really. I mean, look at that fucking Batmobile. That's awesome. Imagine that in live action. Oh, dude. And that suit? I think that's the best version of the Batman suit was Terry McGinnis's. And he's the only other person besides, you know, Dick Grayson who can be called Batman. And in my opinion, should be called Batman even more so. Where were we? We were here. Okay. Dude, that would have been so awesome to have a live action. But anyway, this is the guy who's in charge of DC. Fucking great. Let's see. Yeah, we gotta talk about this. Journalist Don Lemon charged with federal civil rights crimes after covering anti-ICE church protest. And that suit is so fucking cool. It's so cool, the black and the red. It's so, you know, fucking just such a futuristic look. Yes, Don Lemon was arrested and subsequently released from custody on Friday after he was arrested and hit with federal civil rights charges over his coverage. Yep. This fruit, and I'm saying that because his last name's Lemon, not because he's gay, well, a little bit of both, was arrested, and he said, I have spent my entire career covering the news. That's debatable. I will not stop now. In fact, there is no more important time than right now, this very moment, for a free and independent media, which you guys pushed for not being so free and independent when you freaked the fuck out during COVID. To shine a light on truth that holds those in power accountable. Really, where were you for 4 years under Biden and his fucking can't speak, can't fucking have a sentence? Fucking dumbass. Washington Man. Now, before I read the rest of this, can you guys take a guess at what this Washington Man probably was? Washington Man not this Washington Man, mind you, the stabber. Stabbed after telling stranger he was a Christian. 6:45 a.m., victim reports a man asked him his religion and then stabbed him and his dog. Oh, I didn't know that part. Oh my god. He responded he was Christian. Yep. Do we have a picture? No, we don't have a picture. I think... Let me check Discord. I think someone put a picture. I think Squizzle actually posted a picture. Where is it? Oh. No, I don't know if that's real. Oh, wait, do I have that set? I think I might have to go back for that. Let me see what I have already. But yeah. Said he was a Christian and gets stabbed for it. And his dog for his troubles. Wonderful. Just wonderful. We need more of those people in this country, right? Yeah, let's invite more. Speaking of which, China arrests top general. Why this purge is different. Yes, China, the massive communist country, is having a purge. Again, because whatever. China announced investigations on January 2026 into two of the highest-ranking military leaders in the country, General Zhang Yaozhai, vice chairman of the Central Military Commission and the highest-ranking ununiformed officer below Xi Jinping himself, and General Liu, chief of the CMC's Joint Staff. Yeah. So China is having a purge to get rid of dissidents because, you know, communism's gonna communism. Shocking. And going back to this, I forgot to put this picture up. For all the things about Don Lemon being whatever, here's my response. Every slur in existence. This is, again, something I got from Steve Dave. More commie fucking bullshit. We have South Korea, but this time South Korea the leftists introduced legislation to dissolve churches on political grounds. So, what exactly is the difference between North and South Korea? Except maybe location? Standing strong. Okay, no, that's not it. While the world slept, a free South Korea is being torn apart by pro-China leftists. Oh, so these are China infiltrators that are trying to dissolve the churches within South Korea. So they basically want to unify Korea and then what? Just absorb it into China? Oh, that's James Gunn. Okay, we already did that. But we also have to talk about this. Man charges at Ilhan Omar, sprays her with an unknown substance during the town hall, which turns out to be vinegar something. I forgot. What was it? Anyway. But yeah, we have to talk about this because this was so fucking staged. I don't know what else to say. This was so fucking staged. Do I wish shit like this happens? If by chance it were real? Of course not. But if you see the fucking video, here it is. Let's just...
Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment. I don't know.
Yeah, as you can see, he hit her here, right in the chest. If you're going to, throw something on someone that is supposedly a dangerous chemical substance, you missed the head. You were point blank and you missed her head. And she doesn't respond like someone... she nods to... Oh, yeah. Definitely nods to him. And the camera's even focused over there. But she doesn't respond to someone who just got hit with a mystery substance. She didn't, run to the back. She didn't call 911. She didn't call any toxicologist or anything. She just reacts as if she knew it was going to happen. And then she tries to get up in his face and act all tough. This is so... Apple cider vinegar. That's what it was. It was apple cider vinegar. I mean... To be fair, hitting a Somali with an unknown substance is probably just throwing deodorant at her. Yeah, this was so fucking fake. This was just them trying to be like Trump. This was just them trying, because remember after Trump said they don't know what the fuck they're doing, every one of them started saying cuss words and trying to sound edgy and cool. It's fucking pathetic. What's this? This content is no longer available? What the fuck? Oh, I think this is what I was looking for. Okay, so let me go back to Discord real quick. Open link. Open link. And open link. Okay, for some reason that wasn't available. So we have to once again talk about Candace Owens because she's an absolute motherfucking retard. Back online after internet blackout. I grew up in Connecticut and have truly never seen an ice like this ever. The temperature is 30 degrees, but the ice on the treetops is not melting at all. Never seen anything like this. Anybody else? I will take a video to show you guys that I mean what I mean, but it's almost like dry ice, and it's taking out an absurd amount of the trees. Again, 30 degrees and none of the ice is dripping. Can anyone in the chat who has above her IQ, above freezing level IQ, can anyone tell me at what temperature does ice start to melt? Like, what's the tipping point? Like, what's the... I'll let you know. What's freezing temperature, mind you? What's the freezing temperature for water? because I'm pretty sure she's missing a very big bit of detail on this one. It's not 0, you fucking Canadian. Fuck off. Oh, there we go. Darilo with the correct answer. 32 freedom units. 30 degrees is less than 32, if I'm not mistaken, because 30 is a smaller number than 32. Ice is not going to fucking melt at 30 degrees Fahrenheit, you moron. But this is funny. X trends are laughably ignorant now. It's basically teenage Zionist book burn. We're basically 1 week from Candace Owens is so fugly and dumb and stupid, and I hate her so much. You are stupid. I think you're clinically retarded. This psyop, that's rich coming from you, forced social media trends to try and convince the general public that it represents a majority opinion. Candace Owens amazed at persistent icing. You were confused at 30 degree weather not melting. And then we have this. It's below freezing and the ice isn't melting. It's juice. Again, this would be a great time for the new donation. It's the juice. I would love to see people's reaction to that because I think that was funny. She's. Oh, hey, Shiru. Welcome in. You didn't get to see the fish slap yet. Steve Dave played it. And hey, Advocatus. Let's see, what is this? Oh, European Union opens borders to mass Indian migration with mother of all deals. Because, that's what Europe needs. More Indian migration. The European Union has agreed to open its borders to mass immigration from India as it has signed the bloc's largest free trade agreement. I'm not going to go through with this because it's obviously fucking stupid. Europe and India are making history today. Yes, so Europe is about to be flooded with more shit in the streets. That's what we're seeing here. More stupid people. More what is it? More plane crashes. More plane crashes, because that's great. And more shit in the streets. Oh, that's great. Oh, here's something. The EU Commission President, blah, 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 on Tuesday, this agreement, blah, 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 mobility scheme is to allow an influx of students, researchers, seasonal, and highly skilled workers. Is there a I was right button? Because, look, when they want to pump them into the country, they're skilled workers. But as soon as they want to push them out, they're going to be called cherry pickers and crop growers and all that crap. That's just fucking great. Well, so Europe, you are totally fucked. Totally fucked. This is good for our economies. This is good for our friendship between our people. Openness will benefit us. Who is this going to benefit? Can anyone tell me who this is going to benefit? I can't think of anyone. I mean, the elites. But, you know, how many call centers do we need in a country? I am very proud of my roots in Goa, where my father's family comes from. The connection between Europe and India is something very personal to me. Well, if you care more about India, then why aren't you in India? Europe and India are making history today. We have concluded the mother of all deals. We have created a free trade zone of 2 billion people with both sides set to benefit. Next doubt. This is only the beginning, unfortunately. That's true. We will grow our strategic relationship to be even stronger. This is horseshit. Skilled workers. Yeah, all those skilled workers that are, again, Pilot error crashes. Now, of course, this is in America, but still, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be just fucking great. But, let's see what else. Oh, actually, did I not have that? Oh, I did not pull that up. That's supposed to be in the news. Because, as we can see, Iran suddenly wants to strike a deal after big armada arrives. Trump. So, Iran wants to strike a deal. Yep. So, those people over here that said we were going to be in World War III because Iran got struck. No, Shuru, if you want to smack me with a fish, Streamlabs, 374. You could smack me with a fish as much. There you go. As potential retribution lumbers closer to Iran, its leaders want to make a deal with the United States, according to President Donald Trump. Earlier this month, Iran is put its foot down after weeks of anti-government protests. Dispersed and demonstrators. Iranian officials have unofficially said that up to 30,000 people may have been killed. Oh yeah, didn't that not happen because someone didn't see it on Twitter? Yeah, 30,000 people may have been killed in the crackdown, but it didn't happen because you didn't see it on Twitter. Which isn't true, because it was absolutely on Twitter. The government has officially admitted to killing, 3,100. While a human rights group put the death toll at 5,400, with 17,000 incidents under investigation. Okay, but it's not happening. Iran didn't do nothing. Prior to the crackdown, Trump had warned Iran not to commit a mass slaughter of protesters, and he said his intervention prevented Iran from executing many of the thousands arrested. Yeah, because Iran, big top fans of human rights. And again, this is really Trump cleaning up the left's own problem. Because this, again, if you start at the beginning of the first question I asked, all the way in on this day, 1979, Ayatollah Khomeini returns to Iran after a 15-year exile. 1979, who was president? Yeah. Trump considered military action when the protests were suppressed, but did not act at the time. Which, you could say is okay because, yeah, he's the United States president. He doesn't have the right or obligation to go into any other nation and care or force let them take care of their own shit. And I mean that for every country. However, military assets were put in motion. The USS Abraham Lincoln carrier strike. Oh, so the Abraham Lincoln. So it's going to say it's going to free people, but it won't actually free people. Is now in the Middle East region, giving Trump military options he did not have earlier this month. We have a big armada next to Iran, bigger than Venezuela, Trump said, according to Axios. They want to make a deal. I know so. They called on numerous occasions. They want to talk. It's almost like when you put your big guns in the forefront and you in a sense militarily and geopolitically wave your dick around. Things happen. You may not agree with people in the past who were leaders like Caesar or Hitler or King George or whoever, but it's like they did what they said they were going to do. They didn't back down. Well, Hitler did eventually. He popped himself in the head, but sometimes leaders need to be what they're supposed to be, and that's a father. And this is just Trump saying, hey, you need to clean up your mess. You need to fucking do something, or I'm gonna do it for you. And remember the old insult, or not an insult, but the old threat your mom would give. Did anyone ever hear that? Like, wait till your dad gets home. Well, guess what? Dad's home. And all these people cheering and chanting, "Oh, it's World War III. Oh, we're gonna have another war." Weren't we supposed to be dead for Israel a couple months ago? If they want to contact us, they know what the terms are. Then we're going to have a conversation. The U.S. official said. This is just basically going over. Yeah, the goal is to end the regime. Graham said. Now. Yeah, I don't really care for Lindsey Graham. That's the turtle, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken, because that's not Kennedy. Kennedy's got those funny clips. He's the guy that says, "God, give me patience, because if you give me strength, I'm gonna need bail money." My mom would say, "I brought you into this world." And I'd say, "Yeah, I mean that's an equally useful threat as well." You know, so I'm not exactly a big fan of Lindsey Graham. I think he's one of those like war hawk kind of guys. But Trump's not. Oh, McConnell's the okay, yep, okay. I got those two mixed up. Mitch McConnell's the turtle, but still, Lindsey Graham. But Trump's not a war hawk. He's not trying to get into a war. He wants to prevent a war. He wants to prevent death and suffering of, you know, all kinds of people, not just, you know, those who voted for him. You know, and I think that's something worth, pushing and being for. You know, the guy he's not going for wars. So, yeah, Iran wants to make a deal. Let's make a deal. But as we are nearing, 15 minutes to 11? Let's see. Do I have anything else I wanted to bring up? Oh, Tim Walz got... Oh, this is fun. This is actually funny. This is supposed to be... This comes from That Park Place. Disney fans allege Sam Wilson's Captain America, who Sam Wilson is not Captain America, Sam Wilson is Falcon, was quietly removed from Disneyland rotation ahead of Black History Month. Oh, Disney fans are raising eyebrows after reports surfaced on Reddit claiming that the Sam Wilson Captain America has quietly disappeared from the character rotation at Avengers Campus inside Disneyland. And this isn't Disney World, okay? This isn't Florida. This isn't some DeSantis backcountry MAGA area. This is Disneyland. This is California. According to guests, regular park goers were told cast members that Sam Wilson is no longer appearing in the Avengers Campus meet and greets, while Disney has not issued an official announcement confirming the change. Commenters claim the character was last seen over the weekend as since vanished, and right before Black History Month. He went for Milk and Smokes. Oh my god, that's fucking great. Falcon was never considered Captain... No. Sam is not Captain America. Steve Rogers is Captain America. Sam Wilson is Hawkeye. Hawkeye. Falcon. I got the birds. No official confirmation, but a consistent pattern emerges. At this stage, Disney has not publicly confirmed it, but it's interesting that they removed him, and multiple Reddit users independently reported it, being told the same thing by cast members. So they took a black man's job right before Black History Month in Disneyland. Oh, that's fucking great. Financial reality versus corporate messaging. Yes, and financial reality is winning because no one... It's not that anyone hated Falcon. or hated Sam Wilson. I liked Falcon. I thought he was cool. I liked the suit and all that. But he's not Captain America. Especially since he was the Captain America that was like, you gotta do better, Senator. Shut up. And they were trying to tell us that Sam Wilson couldn't get a loan at the bank. Like, the dude's an Avenger. I'm just amazed anyone noticed. Honestly, yeah, that's true. Because he's not Captain America. But as you can see, today's episode is brought to you by the tagline, Winter is coming, because winter is not just coming, winter is here. So there's a couple related wintry stories that I brought up. First of all is this, actually. Winter storm is causing death in America. Winter storm updates dozens dead across the United States in wake of massive snowfall, deep freezes. And I'm just sitting here going, where's the global warming? Where's all that global warming we were promised? Because I don't see it. I'm totally lost. Where's all this global warming? I kind of want it back. And I fucking hate this cold. I fucking hate it. But yeah, unfortunately there has been death from it. A deadly winter storm that brought massive snowfall across the United States has knocked power out for hundreds of thousands of people. Thank God that was not here in the south, and crippled traveled in the northeast. At least 42 dead, and this was as of January 27th. I don't know if the number has gone up. At least 42 deaths have been attributed to the snowstorm nationwide, according to the AP. In Fannin County, Texas, north of Dallas, 3 brothers died after falling into an icy pond, officials say. In Frisco, Texas, near Dallas, a 16-year-old girl, died while a sledding accident. This is just... See, this is why humans are not meant for the cold. This is why humans are not a polar species. Hey, cameraman. Welcome in. If you were here and I missed you, sorry. But still. Man, bear, pig, same thing. Yeah. I'm pro global warming. I want global warming. We need global warming. It's a good thing. Because humans are not a fucking polar species. Whether you want to say we were from out of Africa or we were from out of Eden, we were still out of tropical. But here's some funny thing. Because this joke is directed directly. Nyala, pay attention. Something is Amish because Amish Buggy does donuts. And the rest of America panics. Oh, this is great. 2 horsepower snow drifting, Fast and Furious Amish drift. This is fucking great.
Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Alright, stop, collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly.
What? You didn't like that? Something is Amish? It's funny. But the main reason for the tagline today, Winter is Coming, is because of this. George R.R. Martin says the Game of Thrones book ending won't be the same as the HBO series. Well, first of all, that implies there's going to be an end to the fucking book because it's been 11 years since the last book, Winds of Winter. Where's the ending of the story, George? And 2, this is the main reason, this really is the main reason why he's not finishing the book. Because he knows people didn't like the end of Game of Thrones Season 8. Hell, the actors didn't even like it. You could see their interviews. They're like, is this a great season? And they're like, yeah, best season ever. No. it was not enjoyed by a majority, and he's very much aware of this. But he says it will be different. Well, I sure as fuck hope so, George. I really do. The ending of HBO's Game of Thrones proved to be one of the most controversial events in television history, based on the in-progress. And the thing is, everything that he's every TV show that is involved in his world comes from an unfinished book. Well, I think it comes from all unfinished books. I don't know if the new one, the new show, the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which I hear is fucking awesome. I gotta watch it. The Duncan and Egg story, it's pretty good. But they all come from incomplete books. This guy can't fucking finish anything. But he says the book series will be different than the HBO. I have said in other places, but I'll repeat it here. Martin told it at Oxford Union earlier this year, last month, whatever. The books are not going to end that way. They're not. He appeared about to make a comment regarding Bayanoff and Weiss, whatever. But before he could elaborate, the author was interrupted by a round of applause. See? No one wants the book series to end the same way as the fucking series. Okay? 15 years. It's been 7 years since the end of the finale, and 15 years since A Dance with Dragons, the 5th novel in Martin's epic fantasy A Song of Ice and Fire. Oh, Dance with Dragons. Okay, so he's still working on Winds of Winter. That's the one. Okay, so he's working on Winds of Winter. He finished Dance with Dragons 15 years ago. The main regret I have is that the books aren't done yet. Well, whose fucking fault is that? You're the author. It says, my main regret is that the books aren't finished. The author admitted. Well, then shut the fuck up. Stop gallivanting around the world. Get back to your fucking mansion. Sit down and write the fucking books. Oh my god. But yeah, it just, no one wants the ending that the series got. But speaking of this series, this one's from the Metro. I grabbed something from Drunkle's area. The truth behind 10-inch prosthetic penis that left TV fans stunned. Apparently, this thing was seen in the opening 2 minutes, episode 2. Viewers were treated to a glimpse, or appeared to have a blessed with a, apparently it caused some serious problems. Very proud to have forged Sir Arlen Pennytree's formidable weapon. I just did that for fucking wiener. Actually, this would be a good time for that fucking Game of Dongs donation. Wiener, 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 wiener. That's basically why I brought that up. Just for that. Yes, basically for that. Is this... what? 10 years old. Oh, right. So this is the palette cleanser section. Because that's all the wintry news. There's cold storms, and George R. R. Martin still can't finish a fucking book.
Girlfriend's boobs can actually save your life. This is not a joke. It is cardiology. The modern man walks around with chronically high levels of cortisol. He is in constant fight or flight mode. His blood pressure is up. His defenses are up. Even when he sleeps, his subconscious is guarding the perimeter. He never truly powers down. This silent inflammation is slowly eroding his cardiovascular system. But the female form carries a biological hack code. The specific texture and warmth of her chest triggers an immediate reaction in the male primal brain. It stimulates the vagus nerve, the main controller of the parasympathetic nervous system. This forces the sudden release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This chemical chemical creates a safety signal that overrides his survival instinct. His heart rate drops, his blood pressure normalizes, the cortisol is flushed out. Finally, his body switches from defense mode to recovery mode. Evolutionarily, this contact told his ancestors, the tribe is safe, you can rest now. So ladies, if you want to keep his heart beating for another 40 years, remember...
Yeah, so if you want your man to be less stressful, just, let him cop a feel. It's okay. Nyala sent this to me, so it's not sexist. But here we have a couple of AI songs from...
I wonder if Alex would...
Lock with ice, you'll never make it. Definitely don't ram them with your car. This could have been easily prevented, but you wanted to be a liberal star. You sure did. Maybe next time you should stop and listen and remove the keys from your ignition. Shut it up with ice. No, it's not. Shirt and
we got another one.
You better obey. Put your hands up if the officers say. If there ain't a problem, all absolved. Then show me the docs, promise you won't get hauled in. Ice, ice, baby. Don't mess with ice, ice, baby. No, don't do it, babe. Alright, stop. Cooperate and listen. Ice is packing and they ain't missing. Protest, but you're getting too cocky. Don't mess around, could be outland and jockey. Will they ever stop? No, they're too slow. Not scared of clowns, you bozo. To the Walgreens, you help yourself like a vandal. Running you down them on foot like a sandal. Vance, JD go be the next Prez. 22-8, mega part 2, don't tread on us. Obvious, it's jealousy. Anyone close to me, blessed to be smelling me. Love it or hate it, you better obey. Put your hands up if the officers say. If there ain't a problem, all absolved. Then show me the docs, promise you won't get hauled in. Ice, ice, baby.
This is why RAM is so expensive, but it's almost worth it. And this was also sent in by Canada.
Hello, me tabernac. Say, Donald, you're president. I've heard you like poutine. Believe me, I love poutine too. I've seen your gravy. It's beautiful gravy. Very thick, very dark. But nobody makes gravy like me. When you taste my poutine, you'll say, c'est donc ben bon ça case. Anyway, the first executive order I'll be signing will be to replace the Montreal Canadiens by the Montreal 51sters. It's gonna be tremendous. Let's make Quebec great again. Swing la baquette dans le fond de la boîte à bois. Hello, me tabernac. C'est Donald, you're president. I've heard you like poutine.
Oh, I actually hate to say that poutine is pretty good. I don't like the cheese curd part. I just prefer the fries and the gravy. Please send me these. These. Oh, the Trump songs. Yeah, sure, no problem. I won't close them. I'll send them over. Oh, this is funny. This was, God, I think all the palette cleansers were sent in by Nyala this week. This one is for Kevin. Kevin, are you still in the chat? Because this one was sent for you and me.
Girlfriend. All right, there's a list of 10 names on this slideshow. Some of them are athletes, some of them are not. We're gonna see how many you can name. Up first, we have Kool-Aid McKinstry.
That's fake.
That's not fake. That is a player for the New Orleans Saints.
His name is Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid McKinstry. Javaris and Lamar. Real or fake?
I feel like I have to say real.
That would be fake. That was...
What the hell?
Next up, we have Jack Marius Tactheratrix.
This is a trick. This is real.
That would be fake. Next up, we have Lil Jordan Humphrey.
Fake.
That would be real. That is a player on the Broncos. Hee Obama Dix.
No. Fake.
That is fake. Your first one correct. But after this, we have Clinton Dix.
Fake.
No, that's real. That is...
No, it's not.
Yeah, I'm not lying. This is a real person. Next, we have Teehee Tohu.
No. Maybe. The apostrophe makes it look very real.
So yes or no?
Yes.
No, that's fake. Next, we have General Booty.
This is not real. No. No.
That is a college football player.
No.
That Hingle McCringleberry.
No.
No, that's not. That's not. Dick Trickle.
No.
That actually is real.
No.
That is a former NASCAR driver.
That one actually is real.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Rest in peace.
Names. Oh my god, it says it on the
It does say it on his shirt.
That, if you know, those were all fake names from the Key and Peele college football sketch. Well, except for Dick Trickle. That is actually a legit person. Well, Republicans.
This is what Republicans think Californians are like. I wake up to an unhoused man attacking me. This is what's known as an LA alarm clock. Because of squatter's law, he's now legally my responsibility to take care of. After that, I check the weekly forecast, and then I get into my normal-sized car. I spend the next 4 hours driving in traffic to get to Erewhon. This is where I literally do all my shopping. I even find strawberries for only $40. Then at 3 p.m., I pick up my
strawberries for only $40, and I pick up my
them from school. They or them is growing up so fast.
How was your day, honey? They mutilated my genitals? Well, you're in the 8th grade now.
I come home and take a quick potty break, and then I watch the nightly news.
This just in. Capitalism is bad. Now let's send it to Steve Shaboinky for more on the story.
At 6 p.m., I practice eating the rich for dinner, and then I spend the rest of the night getting triggered by the American flag. At 10 p.m., it's time for bed. Oh, it looks like my wife is in the mood tonight. I hope she's gentle with me, and that's my day.
I tried donating the fish. It might be because I don't know if I have it set for credit card. I don't know. I have it for PayPal, so that could be. But yeah, sure. I mean, you gave it a try, and you know, I'll replace Steve Daves.
It's too fucking cold. Smash the like button or I'll make a tauntaun out of you, fuckers.
That was the fish dono, Shiru. I knew you'd like it. Why? Oh, oops. Oh, no. Well, oh well. I don't want to be stream boss anyway. Yeah, that's the fish cannon one. So, you know, like I said, I don't know what the issue. Yeah, I don't know either, because it's obviously fine for everyone else. Maybe it's because you're using Canada money. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Did you put a space in your name? Did you put a space in? Because that, I know Sinatra said that that's an issue. I don't think you're not allowed spaces, so you have to do an underscore. If that was the issue, that would fix it. If not, then I have no idea. Either way, Shiru, there you go. Yeah, you can. Yeah. No. Then I have no idea what the issue is. Oh well. Anyway, that's, you know, because we're about done for tonight. So I'm not sure, but saying PayPal. No, I kept saying PayPal was the issue. Oh. Okay, well then it's PayPal's fault, not Streamlabs. But yeah, Sinatra has the Wormy Slurpee. I have Fish Slap. And I think we have time. This song has been in my head many times. So I just want to play it here.
Freezer back in aisle 2.
Let me get.
I bought you from the freezer back in aisle 2. Glowing in plastic and I saw it moving too. If I was smart, I wouldn't eat what smells like glue. Oh, oh. They took the shrimpies from a toxic murky sea, soaked them in something that perplexed the CDC, and now my stomach's screaming like it's TNT. Oh, oh. I fed my children. Oh, oh. What did I give them?
Radioactive shrimp from Walmart. Radioactive shrimp from Walmart.
One bite made me glow in the dark. Oh, and now we meet inside the ER late at night. The nurse is whispering that something just ain't right. They scan my insides and my organs look real bright. Oh, I'm now immobile. Shrimps from Chernobyl.
Radioactive shrimp from Walmart. Radioactive shrimp from Walmart.
What the heck did I put in my cart?
Radioactive shrimp from Walmart. Radioactive shrimp from Walmart.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that is going to be an earworm for me for, well, for a long time. And I honestly hope that's an earworm for you for a very long time. Yeah, I'll be singing this for a while. I know. Oh my god. I like the one where it's like, I'm now immobile. Shrimps from Chernobyl. Oh, but that is all the news, that is all the jokes, that is all the memes, that is all the pop culture, that is all of me and the Midnight Mass for this week. I hope you had enough, and if you didn't have enough, what is wrong with you? If you had too much, that's pretty much fine. Let's see, what do I have scheduled? Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Steve Dave for donating and testing out the new fish slap. I would like to thank Ayala for attempting it, and well, hopefully it keeps getting used because I love it, and I just thanks everyone, just even for a penny. Thanks for that. Let's see, what do I have planned? Again, please give that new video some love. I don't know how long it'll be on YouTube because Disney are asshole. Yours is better. Well, me. This is, this is not a contest because I bet I have a better donation than you. I bet I have. Let's see. You want to go for dono to dono? I've got like 36. I got 36 right now. I even have ones I made in paint, motherfucker.
Incoming! Incoming!
What the fuck?
Incoming!
Oh, this is... Okay, what's going on?
Incoming!
Okay, I gotta remove that.
Incoming!
Oh, what the
Incoming!
Oh, you fuck.
Incoming!
Ah.
Incoming!
Why? Oh, you why? It's doing that thing that Polly does.
Incoming!
Oh, what the fuck?
Incoming!
Oh, fucking hell.
Incoming!
Yeah, but now I deleted them all. So, and now it's still playing. And I can still fucking hear it. Remove the... I did! I have... The only pop-up alert I have are mine. Oh, wait a second. I forgot this. There we go. Okay. God, fucking it. I forgot. Oh, shit. I forgot I put you in, like, all of the rooms. So, yeah. Gee, thanks, Steve Dave. Thanks for that. Thanks for fucking derailing my show and my outro. You know, just have to fucking take over. Good Lord, asshole. You guys got to see all my fucking setup here. Just... Mine's still bad. Oh, fuck you. No. No. But anyway, where the fuck was I? Steve Dave interrupted. Yes, go give that new video some love, some views, some likes, because again, I don't know how long it will be left up because of Disney's assholishness. Videos coming out. I don't have anything really in the pipeline yet. I don't really know what I'll be talking about, but I'm sure I can find an article soon. Game night this week is already set. Actually, I do have some news regarding that. One, I'm changing the name of the game streams. Degenerate Gaming is going to be just my solo endeavors shitting at games. The new one is going to be called, I think, Congregation Arcade. That is going to be community game nights. That's our Friday stuff. And this Friday, there will not be a vote. Or this Thursday, there will not be a vote. We are going to be playing Red Dragon Inn. I wish Steve Dave is available. I don't know if he is. That would be great. But I know I worked it so that we can get a decent crowd for Red Dragon. It's been a while since we played that. It's a favorite around the asylum. And the following week after that is Friday the 13th. So there will also not be a vote for the games, because I figure if we're going to game on Friday the 13th, we should play a game where we're trying to kill each other. So that Friday, the game has already been picked. It will be Among Us. So for those who wish to share in their democratic duties to vote, you will have to wait until basically for 2 weeks. Because next week we're playing RDI, and the following week I have decided that we will be playing Among Us because it's Friday the 13th and it seems fitting. And after that, yeah, just be back here for Midnight Mass on Sunday. I don't have any guests lined up. I would like to have, like, you know, Kevin or Donkey or Steve Dave. If anytime you're available, you're free to come back on the show. I will have to re-put in your alerts because you fucked mine up. Asshole. So yeah, if anytime you're free, you're available. I mean, I'd like to get you know, anyone really. It'd be cool to get like Scribe or, you know, whatever to pop on. That'd be great. But yeah, anywhere you're available, you've got the keys to the fucking pulpit. You're free to come on, dude. And last week was so much fun having you on. It really was. It made a small amount of news I had go for like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, because we were just fucking bantering it. So, and it crackling like an idiot over here, don't mind me. Yeah, thanks, fucking asshole. But yeah, so yeah, I'll try to get more guests on. You know, I don't really have a lot of people in my, you know, catalog of people that will be on the show, because, you know, it's hard to get people that have time, you know. But, you know, if anyone's available, they're more than welcome. Yeah, so that's tonight's show. Thank you for all who joined in, those who donated, those who liked, those who chatted, those who just sat here and made fun of me. That's welcome, I guess. See you guys next week. God bless, and remember, may demons fear when you wake in the morning.
Thank you.